Okay, today is Saturday, September 4th, 2021. Okay, current physique update. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is my fitness update week 34. So it looks like I'm down exactly 7 pounds from last week. So I'm excited about that. Last week I mentioned how I gained, like around 5 pounds from the prior week, and I thought it was mostly like water retention because I had been eating carbs all week, and I'm sure some of it was. However, I still ended up gaining like an additional 9 pounds by the end of the weekend, and that's with having pretty rational food choices. I had a big poke bowl on Saturday, which is like a sushi salad, and then I had a big steak salad on Sunday. So anyway, my food choices were really good, so I was kind of thinking I'm getting off to a good start. This week, everything went as planned. I mentioned getting that 10-pound tube of 95.5 lean ground beef from Costco. You do have to ask for it. It's not on the shelf, at least not where I'm at, but they're more than happy to give it to you. It's $3.29 a pound here. It's probably the leanest beef you'll get that's already ground, and it turned out to be really good for me as far as meal prep goes. I ended up making 10 1-pound or approximately 1-pound burgers and sous videing them at 132 degrees for like 3 hours or something like that, and then ended up leaving them in the packaging. And as I wanted to use them, basically every evening I would broil 2 of them. That would be my dinner and then my lunch for the following day, and then I would just keep repeating that. It worked out really well. I did have a couple little bumps in the road. One day I bought like this thing of summer sausage that was like, I don't know, a pound. So on the day that I ate the majority of that, I eliminated one of those burger patties, and I eliminated half of the 6 eggs that I eat. So kind of just my little effort to counterbalance that screw up. Anyway, and there's 1 or 2 other days that I had a few of these Bud Select 55 beers. They're 55 calories a piece, 1.9 carbs. So they're still technically, they could be part of a ketogenic or whatever protocol. The carbs could be kept within that range. I'm not trying to say that that's the ideal thing for you to do. But anyway, on the days that I had those, let's say I had 4 of them, that's 220 calories. What I did is just not eat like my eggs that day in the evening, which to try to counterbalance the calories from the beer. And so, again, not trying to advocate that if you screw up, you should just take away food from somewhere else. That's not really the goal here or the plan, but that's what I chose to do to try to keep myself on track. So those were the only bumps in the road. Other than that, I got all my walking in Monday through Friday. The resistance band training Monday through Friday was good. Everything else went really well. So really the couple little dietary mistakes were the only problems. I tried to correct them as best as I could. And the results are good. I mean, if you want to think about it, I went from 274 on Monday morning to, what did I weigh this morning? 258.8. So that's pretty crazy. But anyway, I kind of expected not to gain as much weight over the weekend. And so I kind of thought I'd come in a little lower than I did, but I'm satisfied with this. I mean, I'm almost back to where I started before things started kind of spiraling out of control. So anyway, I'm going to continue with this whole plan. So I'm going to be doing the burgers, the 2 pounds of 95.5 ground beef into burgers, the 6 eggs. That's gonna be like my daily Monday through Friday diet. And then I'll be continuing all the same supplementation that we went over in the last video. Basically nothing's gonna change, and I'm gonna continue to make effort over the weekend to dial back food and try to make similar food choices. I'm going to a brewery today for their Oktoberfest, and I plan to have a beer brat and some sweet and sour kraut or something, whatever they have going on the menu. They had a lot of items that looked good. So I am going to have some junk food today, but I do have some big salads planned for the remainder of the weekend. I don't eat I don't really eat any vegetables during the week, and I feel better when I don't. However, my motivation to eat the salads is to eat low calorie, dense foods that are going to make me full and hopefully, make it so that I don't feel the urge to eat and I find, bad food options, So anyway, trying to keep my weekends reasonable. Other than that, everything went really, really well this week. I'm going to continue to try to keep that momentum going into next week. And if you guys have any questions about this, journey of mine, please feel free to ask. I'll answer any of your questions and try to help you in any way that I can. If you have any questions on how I, do anything, I might do a meal prep video on this ground beef just because it's super easy. It made my meal prep really, really easy for the week. And so yeah, that's about it. That's all I have for this week. Try to keep it relatively short this week, guys. Again, if you like the video, like, share, subscribe. If you have questions, ask. I'll get back to you. And until next week, guys, take care.